Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday morning. Welcome to Ken Knows Gambling. Sorry I didn't set my table up from last night, but oh my God. That one last night, it was an hour video. That would have took, I don't know, 6-7 hours in real life probably. But anyway, I gave you all my concerns about it and all that, and so now, sticking with the don't pass, we're going to do something more simple. We're just going to do a standard regression up and pull. R-U-P. RUP. When I go play Baccarat, that's all I play. Follow the shoe, regression up and pull. That's just all I'll do. It's just been more consistent. But like anything on the don't pass, you know, those points, there's nothing that'll save you. Unless you just play to block them. But then you don't win much money that way either. So we're going to start a new 20 series. I'm just going to call it the RUP. And it stands for regression up and pull. Now bankroll, I'm going to do, I think, $2,500. So let me get that squared up here. There's $2,000. And then we'll come over here. There you go, $2,500. And the reason I'm going to do it this way, we're still going to set a 10% win goal, $250 or so. I won't be able to be exact on it because of how it's played. But let me explain something on the regression up and pull. Now, let's say I started out with a $200. Well, what's a regression? Whatever you want it to be. The more the better, really and truly. But let's say I win here. Okay, a regression could be just drop down to 100. Okay, that way I started with 2. I'm already up 1. Okay, I'm already up 1. And let me do it this way. That's what you have. You start out with 2. You win. Drop to 1. Now I've gained a unit. So now if it does a little chop, I'm going to win here, or I won on the 2. If I lose here, no big deal. Okay? So I'll just go back to the 2. If you win that one, it dropped to 1 again. Well, there's your, now you're up 2 units. Okay? Now, that's the regression part. You could go from 200 if you win. You could drop all the way down to, say, 50 and go up in quarters. Okay? So you could go 200, win, drop to 1, win, up, win, up and pull until it's done. Then go back to your original first bet, or you can modify it. You don't necessarily have to go up by blacks. You can go up by greens. It's all up to you. But I think the regression, even in DDP1, the regression, it was 1, go up to 3, then down. Well, I think if you're going to do a regression, you go down soon. That way, the chops ain't going to kill you. Okay? So, there's room to do what you want to do. But we're going to start out with a $200 don't. And I'm going to throw $400 here in LA. Just for this first one. If I get the first one, I'm going to be in good shape. You know, if it's an 11, that's going to bite. If it's a 10, then, you know, that's going to bite. But it is what it is. Or you could just go naked with it and just hope for the best. But like that one show, I showed like 6 or 7 sevens in a row. And you can get bit. So that's what we're going to do. It's called the RUP, RUP, Regression Up and Pull, Session 1. And let's see what happens. I'm going to go for a couple, 250. Here we go. All right, there's a 5. I don't need this anymore. All right. So now, just like before, it's just a 5 versus a 7. All right, there's a 6. 7. At this moment, you're gold. Okay? Because you win the 200. Okay? But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of it. I'm already $200 up. I'm going to drop it to 50. So if I lose here, I'm gold. There's a 9. Don't have to cover it. All right, hold on. My work is beeping, man. Let's see what's going on here. Hold on. All right. I've got a guy at work. They just favor him. They'll give him 10 leads to my 1. That's okay. I'm going to fix that soon enough. All right. 9 is the point. I'm down to 50. All right. So there's a 6. 6. 9 versus a 7. 5. 9. I got hit here, right? Now, I still have options. I'm actually 150 up. Okay? Normally, you'd go back to your $200 base. But when you're dropping it as much as I did, I don't have to. I can come back out there at 50 again. You know, this gives me 2 shots before I have to go back to the 200. It's that first one that is key. You protect it, get it out, and hopefully win it. I'm just giving you my thoughts, because usually, like I say, I play this on Baccarat. You know, but this is different. Craps is a whole different animal. So anyway, there's a 5 versus a 7. All right, there's a 6. 9. 7. All right, very good. So I get 50. Well, I'm already in regression, so I'm just going to up and pull and hope for the best. Okay, there's an 8. 6. Now, you're not going to win as much on your up if you break those blacks down to greens, but it's all, to me, it's all about safety. It's not so much, remember, I said it 1,000 times, it's not so much what you win, it's how little you lose. Oh, there's the 7, but it just seems to be working out. So we get 75 there, and we go up to 100 and drag 50. Easy peasy. Alrighty. Now, if it goes too long, you can double regress, which I'll show you that if I need to. Okay, there's a 11, so I lose. Check your rack. All right, so I'm missing a quarter here, so I'm still up $175. All right, that's fine. I don't really need to do the 200, but I will. And I'll do the 400 lay. I will, just because. It's the strategy, and that's sort of what we're going to do. Okay, there's a 9. Don't need this anymore. Now it's in 9 verses. All right. Now truly, I'm going for 250. I only need a quarter here, so I'm $175 up. At this point, I could just block it. You know, I could put, say, 200. I'd win 240. You know, you could block it for a few times if you wanted to inch your way up to it and be really, really safe. But there's so much you can do with this thing. But now I would like to win this one, because this is where you're the most dangerous, right here, for getting hit with points. But that's a don't pass strategy. There's nothing you can do about it, right? So if we hit this one, we got that. Now we look at our rack. All I need is 1/4 here to have my rack flush again. I now have $375. Well, $250 is my goal. There's my guarantee. Now, you can either play on excess, like I've done a zillion times. Take some of it, go to a slot machine, go to go do whatever you want to do. Pull it all back. Or how I like to do it sometimes is I take part of my excess, go ahead and cut it in half. Throw it over in the guarantee. Now try to play on 75. Okay? And in this case, I'm going to pop the 5 and the 9 and rack this one. So I'm only going to play with this part of the excess. I'm going to turn them on and just see what happens. There's a 4. Sometimes there's a 3. You can turn excess into a lot of money. This case, no. All right, no worries. So what did I end up with? All right, I ended up with 3 1/4 on that particular session. So that's session number 1 of the Don't Pass Rupp. And let's just see how far this can go. And, I'm sure people watching, you'll have your own tweaks or whatever. Feel free to share. But once you get past that first one, man, you're in the driver's seat. Especially if you choose to come down more than just half, like I did. You can lose and still not have to put that initial bet back up. There's a lot of room to do a lot of things with a regression up and pull. Okay? So session 1, we're 1-0. And until the next time, y'all, be great. See you, bye.